didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good set, good set, good set. Hey, boys, got four down. Good set. Good set.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
Thirty-six. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 21. Check safety. Mike 55.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got four. Got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watch 41. 11. 11.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith from 13 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Tiger. Come back.
Throwing on third down, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Got it.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, 4 down. Got it.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Kill.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
21. Hey. 4 down. Hey, 2. 21.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why?
Why?
Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what do you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A.J. Klein able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. Willcready. Here we go. Let's go, Heavy. Ready, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
11. 4 down, even. 11. 55 is mine, guys, 55. 36. Let's go, D. 12. Mike.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
Nice touchdown, baby.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Crash.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10.
Two jet. Tiger.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Hey, we got 3 down. Kill. Check 13. Joker. 11. 21. Mike 51.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Come back, come back. Let's set a tone, fellas.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right, tight end right. 11. Guys, check me out. 11. You got to stand up over there. Mike 51.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
12. Stay on the slot. Ready, my shot.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Double tight. 3 down. Ready, my shot.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Can this defense hold him out?
21.
Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go. 0-2. Got it.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
From the end zone, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Two jet.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice move by Lewis. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Got it. 3 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Get set. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey. We got three. Three down.
On first down, Breeze. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Hey, easy. Watch tight end. You got three down. 21. Watch nine.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third and short. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this will be caught at the 30. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 48 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 27 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got it.
Breeze now on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Ready. We're waiting. Check. 3 down. 21. 51's the mic.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Letting one go. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Great job. Touchdown for Dave.
Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The catch made by Miller. A gain of 39 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert. Richmond. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Tiger.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Richmond. Key 26. Key Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Come back. 56, right.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. Able to shake him off. And his throw is incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come back.
On 1st down, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the counter, it's Miller. And he spins through. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the...
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains bust down.